Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're finally gonna take a look at the brand new Willow'S star power and the gadgets. So it's been a while, so I think the main reason why they've actually delayed this was because there's a lot of bugs with the second star power. So we're gonna give you guys my thoughts on whether it's actually going to change her, because at first glances I thought the second star power was going to make her really meta, but we're going to test it out. So the brand new gadget, you die for 2 seconds, basically. Well, just it's like a loot ice block, except for like you're even more invulnerable, and especially to like gene pools and stuff like that. And then the second star power called Obsession, so you get an extra 25% movement speed while mind control. So this is actually nerfed before it was supposed to be 75%, which would have been insane. So 25%, I don't know whether you're going to get as much value anymore, but we'll test it out in this video. So before we jump into things, then make sure you're using the create code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop into it. All right, guys, jumping into the first game then. So going to be trying out this star power as much as possible. Again, it's pretty hard to get value out of a super right now. I don't actually see too much Willow, whether it's in competitive or whether it's on ladder. I only really see her on maybe like knockout when all the other throws are banned, or I've seen her a few times on like hot potatoes. So kind of just fitting the role of Barley, but with extra steps basically. But maybe she's underrated with this build. So we're going to be going up against Buzz here, which we can use this super if needed. But we've got to remember as well, we can't finish off brawlers with our gadget now. So we're only using it as a way to survive, which I don't really like. I like the other gadget just because it gives you that extra bit of firepower. So hopefully we can go over to Buzz here, so we get this extra speed. So it's actually going to allow us to get closer to Jackie, which in the run of things actually going to help. Both of these guys are really weak, and Jackie should be able to go down here, but I used my gadgets to survive. So that was a really good use of the gadget and a good use of a star power, and I think we might be able to score here. Nice. Okay, my teammate's doing a fantastic job, and we could just score that one in easily. So I actually think I got a lot of value right there. Star power definitely helped me out, and then gadget definitely helped me out against those aggros. Maybe this gadget's actually better against aggro brawlers than I thought. So we're going to use, okay, nope, I was going to use super against that Jackie, but of course we miss it. Of course you've got to hit the super every single time as well to get the most value out of it. So unfortunately, I don't know whether that was a misclick. It's pretty tough with Carl in that situation, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to need to try and protect my Lola this time around. Okay, this is the tricky thing as well. Throwers, of course, you can't really scout the grass that well, but we're going to be losing the first game, unfortunately. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game. And so again, we're against 2 aggro brawlers, which I just can't deal with, but this is just how it's going to be, especially on Brawl. This is just the harsh reality of Willow. She's not the strongest because of how good aggro is against her. My teammate's just going to go just destroy them. I mean, that's just fair enough. Again, I don't really have to do anything. I mean, Willow's a control brawler. She's not going to be making the plays unless it's Brawl and you can get your super in time. So I'm not really able to do too much right now. Just getting a few shots onto the Lou. Looks like Mortis is chaining a little bit, so I need to come back and just at least defend. So, I mean, we can go on the Lou. Lou is a decent matchup for us, of course. Any non-aggro brawler I'm going to do pretty well against. We're going to get the takedown onto the Lou. And if any of these guys come really close, I'm just going to have to pop the gadget just to survive a little bit more. So it's going to pass the ball over to our Carl. This Lou super is really annoying me. It looks like Carl's going to be able to just get the goal in. So that's going to be another quick game. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So I'm kind of just weighing up the negatives and the positives of both star powers. So with both star powers, so the first star power, it's going to be decent all the time because, of course, you're attacking a lot of the time. It's going to decrease reload speed, but then you don't really see the impact that has, and it's not going to be like game changing. It's just going to be like a decent star power. So that's one thing to consider. But with the second star power, again, you're actually not going to see the most value out of it in the entirety of the game. Like, it's only around your super, and your super's actually really hard to hit. It's only really easy to hit in Brawl. It's pretty hard to actually get value out of it in the entire game. But when you do actually hit a super on someone, you're going to get a lot of value. So it's one of those things where it's kind of high risk but high reward if you do land it. So unfortunately, these guys are probably going to get a goal scoring opportunity, but I have got my gadget to hand. I mean, there's no point using gadget there, but you know, if the crow was going to jump on me and get full damage, I could have just used the gadget and tanked a lot of that initial damage. So I suppose the gadget can be good in ways like that. I mean, you'll have to let me know what ways you think you can get value out of it. I just think it's more so going to be a gadget where use it in Power League. I kind of said it straight away. Use it in Power League. You know, if an enemy's got like a high damage brawler or like a really game-changing super like a Gene Ball or a Mandy super, you can use the gadget to evade it. So you can see there, again, I didn't really get anyone with my super. This is just how Willow is, unfortunately. Let's hop into the next game. All right, guys, jumping into the next game. And so it looks like we've got a pretty sweaty composition we're facing off against right here. Got the Shelly clay pigeons just going in ham on us, and we've got to be careful because Shelly, especially with the speed gear, is going to be so dangerous in the grass. So I haven't really got a good matchup right here. Maybe against the Carl and the Shelly. Maybe I've got a good matchup if I can keep it to the lane. So I'm going to pass this over to my Carl. A lot of these guys are pretty weak, and I might be able to get a play with my super pretty soon. So that's a really nice play from our Carl. And maybe, I was really hoping I could get a super onto them, but it doesn't really matter. I've cycled my super pretty well right here. Should be able to get the Shelly pretty weak, but the thing is, Shelly is so fast that I can't really do anything. I didn't even have time to pop my gadget right there. Cole getting us down, and Cole just completely wrecks Meg and me. So it's going to be pretty hard for us both to really do anything. So I've got another super to hand right here. Let's see if I can connect it onto anyone. One thing I would like now that Willow's been out for a while is that her super is clearly really hard to hit, unless I'm just terrible. You know, I'm bad with my Gene Pools, so I'm probably bad with my Willow supers as well. But I think as time has gone on, I think it's pretty clear from a lot of people that the super's just too hard to hit. Like, it's just making Willow near enough unusable pretty much everywhere. So we're just going to continue just to keep these guys low. I mean, Shelly's probably going to sneak up on us any second now. They're both down the left-hand side, so got to be really careful right here. And Cole's in a really dangerous position. So, yeah, this is what I'm talking about with Willow. Just no defensive capabilities, really. But my teammates are able to get a kill. This is me looking terrible, but trust me, it is Willow not being the best at all. So, again, just going to go in the middle to try and keep these guys chipped down as much as possible if needs be. I can pop my super and defend. Okay, looks like we're still in a decent position here. Looks like Cole's going to get a super onto Envo. Maybe I'm able to get a super on time. He does actually miss that, but now I've got no ammo to get it away. Maybe I can just clear it just in time. So that is a very bad error on their part, else we will definitely be losing. But again, I've just had no impact on the game. I'm not able to make a game-changing super because everyone's just able to beat me in a 1v1. I just can't even get in a scenario where the super is any decent. So we do manage to chip Meg down a little bit weaker. I'm just going to throw a super out there just because I need something to happen. It's out of desperation. But Shelly gets a really nice connection, but looks like my teammates are doing a fantastic job. I think I'm going to get the ball carrier basically because my teammates are the only ones doing anything. So 5 seconds left. Let's see if we can get some additional damage. We're getting kind of close to super. Ian goes for the shot and he completely carries again. So that is going to be another game right there. Not really getting any value out of anything at the moment. Let's hop into the last game. All right, guys, jumping into the final game then. So let me know what you think of this stop out or just Willow in general. I think we're facing against Angel Boy as well, so going to be a bit of a sweaty game. Last game was pretty sweaty as well. I think I noticed those guys from ladder, but yeah, let's see if we can do anything right here. My teammates again just doing a lot. I mean, all my shots are doing are just funneling them. I'm not really doing anything. I mean, I got some consistent damage last game, I realized, but I don't really get any kills, and yeah, I'm just kind of there existing at this point. So I think we're going to go on a Dynamite instead here. Might be a bit of a better matchup, especially considering my teammates can't really deal with it. I mean, Carl can deal with a Dynamite, but you get what I mean. It's definitely going to be a much better matchup if I can go on him. So Dynamite's pop Gadget, got to be careful of that. Okay, got to be really careful about his popping Gadget, but at least I can use my Gadget in time to actually dodge that stun. But the thing is, again, like, you don't want to be doing that against Dynamite because a good Dynamite player would have known that after 2 seconds I'm just going to reappear from the ground. He should have just conserved his ammo and he would have been able to... Oh, okay. Of course I run over that bowmine. One thing for sure, I should not play in the morning, especially when I just woke up. Pretty damn bad. But yeah, as I was saying, I just feel like the Gadget, if anything, it's just waiting for your death. Like, you maybe you might survive the first initial bit, but once people just learn how to play against the Gadget, you're literally going to reappear from the same spot after 2 seconds. So maybe you're just prolonging your death. And I'm getting close to my super right here. Maybe I can use this to defend. I think I've hit my super like twice in this game, this video, which is pretty damn bad. But we can maybe go a bit more aggro against this Dynamite. She actually does pretty consistent damage though. Like, I actually like her as a thrower a lot of the times. Like, people really underestimate the damage in a 1v1s. unfortunately do get taken down by that bow, but my teammates are in a really good position to score perhaps here. I mean, End might be able to pop his super in time. That's going to be a kill on the B, and I think just a dynamite left on defense. But yeah, nice. My teammates don't overextend too much, and we can at least keep control of the area. So Bo's going to get a good takedown there, but our Cole's going to easily clean things up. And we're just going to continue to push down the left-hand side. There's no walls down the right, so of course we want to use as much cover as possible here. Let's see if we can get any connection from our super. Okay, look, it's just so hard. It don't even matter because we've got like 13 seconds left, and there's no way these guys are going to make a comeback. I've really failed to show you guys any cool clips, but it's just how it goes with Willow'S. So, I mean, take it how you really want it with its star power. It's a good star power, but then you got to consider, do you actually get value with it? I still struggle to see the value with it because you actually just hardly ever get in a situation where the super is really valuable. Maybe you guys get a lot more value with it, but let me know what you think is the best build with Willow. I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be definitely the first gadget. It's going to allow you to confirm kills and get a lot more pressure. And then, to be honest, I still think the second star power is better because once you hit super, you can make a lot better plays. But maybe Love is Blind is actually better. It's just the fact that you don't really see the value. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.